Oh, wait, did I just...
There we go. Oh.
There we go.
Now you can see us.
Is it blurry or is it's okay?
It was. It's because I didn't set the thingy thing correct. Okay. Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Michelle.
That's Michelle. And we are A&M Game School, and today we are finishing up a really long series that we started.
Yeah.
It feels like a long time ago.
I mean,
there's a 12-parter.
You have on here that's 12.
It's 12-parter, so that's... We've been playing twice a week, so it's like 6 weeks long.
So hello, legends.
Yeah.
Hi, Adam.
Thanks for noticing the haircut.
Yeah.
It's like the first time I've actually...
Have you ever gotten your hair cut by, like, a stylist before?
I think once for one of our proms.
Well, you would have when you donated your hair.
Yes.
Back when our 15-year-old was a baby.
Yes, that was the last time. I'm going to move the camera back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, anyway. So yeah, normally I have cut my own hair, but it's really difficult to cut your own hair without a mirror. I found it's hard to shave my face without a mirror, so that's why I'll go from like this to like completely shaved because I use the car's side mirror.
Yeah.
And as it gets colder, that's going to get slightly more difficult.
It will. But, I mean, once we get some drywall in the bathroom,
then we can hang
up the mirror and it'll be fine.
And then we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, I tell you, construction is just
a
lot. So anyway, today we are finishing the epic quest of playing games. I think Michelle picked out that we are only going to play Yahtzee.
Selfie camera to shave. Exactly.
Right.
I mean, that would work.
I suppose. I could just set up the live stream and just be like...
But what happens if there's a leg?
Oh, that'd be bad.
That would be really interesting. You have to shave your face, but you have to do it on Twitch, and you can only watch yourself on the screen.
I can only watch myself on the feed from yours, not the feed directly from mine. So I have to deal with the 5-second delay. Like
that could be interesting.
Ouch!
Okay, I am having a hard time opening up a new window here for some reason.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So anyway, who would like to play the final game, which is Yahtzee? And then after that, we are going to go through and kind of just look through the whole list and pick games that we liked. I think what we should do...
Yeah, if you guys want to request a game that we've done from this list, you can, and we'll play it. Otherwise, we'll probably just pick games we liked, so...
And you can only hold your jugular 5 seconds after you cut it. He's like, I have to wait for it. Okay, it's been cut. Okay, let's, switch to board game cam. Wait, is there a channel point redemption for Adam to shave live on Twitch? Not yet. Do I need to add one? Well, okay, I should say, though, I don't know if this interests you guys, but we are thinking of adding a different live stream channel. So A&M Game School is going to be, hello, Trombone. A&M Game School is going to be primarily and only for board games. For your sake, I say don't add it. Be ready in a few minutes. Okay. Well, anyway, we're thinking of adding a cooking channel to our thing. And then it'll be primarily Michelle cooking.
You're also doing this because I'm not doing it by myself.
Right. I'll be there as well. Okay, let's see here. Yahtzee.
Anyway, it would be a separate channel.
Right. So, when that comes up, we'll let you guys know the other channel name.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think it'd be confusing if we just... I know there's a lot of people who do like multi-stream, things. Like they have like a variety stream. And I think we've tried that on our stream and it doesn't...
Well, I anticipate we will have like a completely different audience.
That's what I'm noticing.
So...
That's what I'm thinking.
Not that you guys wouldn't be welcome to come.
Yes. Okay. So trombone. Not seeing BK here yet.
Oh, I didn't grab my cup of water.
Legends, are you on Board Game Arena yet? just out of curiosity. I feel like you should be. And I feel like it should be like a guy surfing. That needs to be your icon. But anyway, today we are going to play Yahtzee, which is going to essentially end the list. Oh no, I don't want to miss Yahtzee.
It's the best game in the world.
And Legend said they're not on Board Game Arena.
What?
I tell ya. Legend is
Goodness.
way out there in Hawaii. And
Because that's totally how they speak
yep.
over there.
You're
on vacation right now?
I'm on vacation.
Sounds nice.
In Kansas, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Nebraska? It was something like that, right?
Yeah,
like you got a brochure about the awesome waves in Nebraska or in Kansas, and you were like, I gotta go. Where did you go to vacation?
Nebraska and Iowa.
Nebraska and Iowa. It just seems so. I tell you, people from Hawaii go to Nebraska and Iowa to finally see what surrounded by land looks like. Like they're like, you know, what would it look like if the landscape was just
I'm used to seeing water
flat
all the
land?
time. I think what I'd like to see is land.
And not just land, like corn, like a sea of corn. What would that look like?
Oh, you will find out.
We'll find out. They probably have like, you know, little pamphlets all over Hawaii for Iowa and Nebraska.
Yeah. Last year when we were coming down the East Coast, and it was just like, we're in the Adirondack Mountains. No. Is it the Adirondack?
Where were we?
You know, the mountain range that goes on the East Coast. Appalachian Mountains.
Yes.
Although we were by the Adirondacks, which is just part of it, I think. The hotel I stayed in Iowa had a cornfield next to it.
Exactly.
Of course it did. Where else would it be?
Just like Hawaii, every hotel has a beach next to it.
Exactly. Anyway, we were driving. There are all these mountains, and I don't know, a couple months into it, and I was like, oh my goodness, I just want to be where it's flat again.
Yeah.
I miss the flat.
Yeah. Because the thing was, you can't see very far. And if Mibo Grande stops in, they live over by these mountains. So it's like, they
if they
really
came and visited us, they'd be like, I miss the mountains.
Exactly.
Everything's so flat and straight here.
Exactly.
It's like the roads are windy
to
and
get
hilly,
around. Yeah.
And
that was like Virginia. Yeah.
I was like, I can't wait until we get back to the Midwest where it's flat. The roads are generally straight.
Adam said he would be that way too. Like he would eventually want his mountains back. So I'm guessing, I think Adam, you said you live somewhere on the East Coast as well. Right. So
yeah, it sort of seems like everyone we've talked to, if they grew up in a flat area, like they don't want to live in a mountainous area, and then vice versa.
Right.
Ah,
in
you're
Virginia.
in Virginia.
You grew up
Cool.
in Pennsylvania. Right. We talked about this. That we could have visited Adam on our trip.
If only we had known.
If only we had known.
And that was like a whole year ago.
Oh my goodness. It was a long trip. Was that a follow? I think it was a follow from Jamie SMB. Well, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Oh, there it
And
is.
we will eventually be starting. We're going to be playing the epic game of Yahtzee to finish off our playing through the short games on BGA. We decided against playing a few.
Yes, Trombone is keeping us updated.
Right.
Because they want to play. But sometimes it takes some time.
I joined this board game arena for the first time yesterday with someone else on stream. I love Yahtzee. Did you want to play with us?
You could totally play.
You can. Is your name Jamie SMB on Board Game Arena? Because how we do our channel is, if you'd like, you can find me and friend me. It's just how we open up the game. We tend to switch it to no time limit to protect everybody's karma. And so find a player.
With like Can't Stop. We've played that one. No thanks. Did we play that one? I'm not sure.
I think so. That was a card game. Yes, we did.
Look.
We did. I think we did.
No
Jamie.
thanks. Oh, yes,
SMB?
we did play. We did play
Is that you,
one.
Jamie SMB?
And Love Letter is a
You have
timeless classic.
you have currently played, if it is, you've played possibly 3 games, which makes sense. So
Yep.
I will send you a friend request. If you would like to play Yahtzee with us, we will be playing in just a second.
Trombone is ready to go.
Okay. And okay, let's see here. Okay. And so I will wait. I'm not sure if okay, Jamie, SMB. There you are. Okay. All right. So, quick rules to playing on our channel to make sure nobody gets bad. Sometimes people run into bad internet issues. So if anybody else drops off and they don't come in, we've decided we just sort of collectively end the game, go out, and then we'll restart just without that person, and then they'll hopefully be able to sort out their computer later. So just so you're aware, and there also shouldn't be any time limit. So when I start this, don't jump in the room right away. I actually have to switch it first. So I think...
I feel like there should be a better way to do that. Like, you
There
should be able to set it
is.
up before.
There
you
is, but I
do it.
like to actually go... Okay, now you guys can jump in.
All right.
Okay, so I just switched it to no time limit with friends only. And you should have the invite, and it might actually be 2 invites. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think it matters which one you open up from there.
Okay.
Jamie, I like your picture. That's pretty cool.
Okay. There we go. All right, and I assume, being that this is Yahtzee, and it's the game I usually say, hey, if you've ever played Yahtzee, this is how you play this game, that everybody knows how to play Yahtzee.
Yeah.
If you do not know how to play Yahtzee, let me know. I will try to teach it. I guess I've never taught Yahtzee before. It's something you inherently grow up learning, right? You
I
learn to
feel like it
crawl,
is.
then you learn how to roll
Ooh.
dice and play Yahtzee.
You must... Okay. That...
I didn't have any time to make a profile properly yet. Me and my mom used to play Yahtzee. I'm in the UK. We had it IRL, actual inbox. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
We used to, we have...
Someone gave us a Zelda Yahtzee.
Yeah, it came in this big box, and we downsized it to just this little tiny box that we bring. It's also called Yacht Dice. On Nintendo Switch. Okay.
Oh, weird. Yes!
In between learning to crawl and roll dice, you learn to eat the dice.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, for our
No,
oldest son, I made
No, that was...
Did I do it for little guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
Because it was when we were living in Sault Ste. Marie.
It was. I made them really big dice. I bought a 4x4 board, and we just cut it into pieces. I was really trying hard to make more
All right.
polyhedral style. I was trying to make a 6-sided
did.
dice and an 8-sided, and it just didn't work out.
It was awful.
It's really hard to take a miter saw and cut dice other than a D6. I'm just
Maybe
saying.
you teach Yahtzee and the dice roll. You learn to crawl to get dice.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, we were watching Bluey yesterday.
Yeah.
And Bluey's dad was teaching them chess.
Yeah.
Or, they got it out and they're like, "Where are the dice?" I thought that was great.
Perfect. Anyway, so on our channel for Jamie, who's just joining us, this is what we do every Monday and Wednesday. Well, it'd be 4 to 6 hour time. Your time, I'm guessing.
Whatever it is now, it's now for 2 hours.
Right. Anyway, sorry, I didn't know the mouse click selection thing. Clicking it means those are the dice you re-roll, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
I know when I first did it, I should have said something because I was looking at it, I hope the one I clicked is the one I'm re-rolling.
Okay, so whatever you click
Whatever you
gets
click
re-rolled.
is getting re-rolled.
Okay.
Yeah.
A few of the other games function that same way. So after this game, we have just finished playing through all the short games that we cared to play in the board game arena section.
Most of them.
Most of them.
That aren't 2-player.
Right. And now we're going to kind of go back through.
11 a.m. to 1 p.m. for Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like pretty reasonable.
Right.
I mean,
We are like the lunchtime time for Legends.
oh, but 10 p.m. to midnight for JD,
Okay.
so a little rougher. Those are the times I usually like to be in bed, going to sleep.
Yeah. Let's roll that again. Come on. Okay.
Well, we've got a nice 3 of a kind.
Yeah. How do I? Okay.
I mean,
just
it's not that many
click on it.
points. You could do 3s.
3 of a kind. There we go. Oh, I'll take it.
4.
And Adam, it's 5 p.m. for him. It's 4 p.m. for us. Time is fun.
Come on, 5. Yes.
What about
I
myself?
got a 5. I got a 5. Okay, I got a small straight.
Okay, I was going to ask a question. No, I'm joking on my own spit. All right, so
Cool.
so the question is, I thought I had heard something. It was like months ago, but it was the idea that they're going to be getting rid of daylight savings time. Is that still a thing? Does anybody know? I mean, I know that's not the top political issue that everybody else is thinking
I
about
wish
right now.
it was.
But
That would really be nice.
But I wish the other ones, certain people didn't ignite those issues to make them issues, and the main issue could have just been making sure we all sleep in, and we don't get disturbed by daylight
disrupt
savings.
our sleep. Then maybe
Yeah.
everyone would get along better.
Okay,
That would be
so Adam's pretty sure the House has
They
the
were
bill.
talking about it in
saying daylight
Congress. I will double check it.
Okay.
Trombone said.
Okay. I mean, that's very important. I just have to know, am I going to have to fall back this fall
Probably.
again?
The U.S.
Which isn't
ending
bad.
daylight savings time. Let's take a look.
We get dark by around 3 p.m. in winter. If we didn't have daylight savings,
Oh, hold up.
we think about the kids walking home from school, I think, but also the farmers' early mornings. But we got street lights now. I use the American term fall for autumn. Right.
Okay, here we go.
We're remembering
this
spring
is
forward,
Reuters.
fall back.
This is
Handy.
Reuters. Okay.
Okay.
On March 15th of this year, the U.S. Senate passed legislation that would make daylight savings time permanent starting in 2023, ending the twice-annual changing of clocks in a move promoted by supporters advocating brighter afternoons and more economic activity. The Senate approved the measure called the Sunshine Protection Act unanimously by voice vote. The House of Representatives, which has held a committee hearing on the matter, must still pass the bill before it can go to Joe Biden to be signed.
Okay.
So this was from March. So I mean,
I just looked at this. Everyone else's scores and my score. I am doing terrible.
yes,
at Yahtzee.
2 turns, you're failing.
Well, I got 16 points, and the rest of you are like 3 stories higher than me. It wouldn't start until November 2023 anyway.
It would be next year. Yeah.
Okay.
But we have to
Well,
find out.
that means we get to sleep in the fall. And we'll have to do that whole weird waking up thing. The cool part of all of our traveling before was that we, for a time, were ending up like moving east and then moving back from the east before and after switching. So we didn't really have to switch. We just had to get used to the new time zone. So it was kind of nice. So that's something that we all could do, I suppose. We could all consistently move one time zone over and then back. Then we don't have to... We have to reset our clocks anyway because we're in a new time zone.
It also would be state decision. Oh, what? No.
Okay.
If I recall correctly, Arizona doesn't observe the time switch. They don't.
Right.
And it's very confusing
Oh my
if
gosh,
you go
that's
to
so
visit
confusing.
them.
Because we visited some friends in Arizona and we had driven forever. And we got there and we're like, oh, it feels so late. What time is it? And they're like, oh, it's like 6:30. Like, what? Like, we were under the, we thought that they were closer to California time. Because
Hawaii also doesn't observe it.
Yeah,
I feel like that isn't terribly surprising.
Does anything else
No
line
one's
up
like
with
driving.
Hawaii?
Nobody's driving across the border like 15 minutes away to
Right.
go visit either. So I mean,
Everyone
like,
just switches.
if you go to visit Hawaii, you're already dealing with a time change.
Exactly.
Like, it's guaranteed.
Exactly.
So states could choose if they operate on standard time or daylight time. Okay.
Okay. Do any other places line up with Hawaii? I was just thinking about that. Like, would part of Alaska be in the same time zone as Hawaii? And would part of Russia? Because I don't think there's anything really below Hawaii, right? Like in the same time zone is what I'm talking about. Like there might be some other islands. Come on, Legends should know this. There's probably covered in Legends kindergarten classes. But again, I don't know if Legends. I don't think Legends grew up in Hawaii.
Daylight savings is only weird for me streaming because I change by an hour.
Okay. Oh, for everybody else, essentially, right? Because you're like, I'm always on at noon, except for during this time. Then you guys will have to catch me at 11. So do you switch to, like, keep everyone else, like in line? I just often forgot to change the Mario Kart tournament time in-game for when the clock changes. Eek!
I'm trying to find any information about whether or not it has actually passed in the House.
I don't know.
Well, in July, it looks like they were still, like...
Okay.
I don't know. It looks like they're hesitant in the House. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why it matters to them. Everybody wants this.
Right.
You know, it's not killing babies. It's not letting in immigrants. Just do it. Like, there's not really...
We're getting very close to actually getting onto a...
There's not anything controversial about it. Just...
Right.
Let us sleep, okay? Just, like, don't mess up our sleep schedule.
I'm still doing really bad. I need to roll something to get, like, a better other number.
I'm really hoping I can get a... Yes! Okay. I got a large straight. I got both of my straights.
What?
I'm so excited.
I was trying to get a straight, and I was like, I just needed one more thing. It has passed Senate, but not the House, is what Trump would say.
Yeah.
I tell ya.
Although, I gotta be honest, like, there are probably more important things for them to address right now.
Yeah.
Than whether or not we have this.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it could just be like, hey, does everybody want to just, like, not do this time change thing anymore? Vote? Okay, good. Let's just move on.
Right.
Like, just
well,
pass
like,
it and go.
kind of like doing chores around the house. You're like, it's just, I know we have to vacuum the entire house, but if we just start by dusting the mantle, we can maybe get the ball rolling.
I mean, it would be such a simple win to show, like, the House and the Senate accomplished something this year.
Right.
One thing. And everyone would probably be impressed. Like, they accomplished a thing this year. It would just be so
all
simple.
of them for bipartisan, they would all for, like, the midterm elections be like, see, we have found ways to strike a bipartisan deal.
Exactly.
Yeah, but...
In something nobody truly cares about, and yet everyone also cares about, so...
I tell you, usually we, like, shy away from, like, bringing up anything political.
Well,
I
yeah.
tell you. And then daylight savings. It's the thing.
It's coming up, though. I mean...
It is.
Yeah.
I tell you. We're still trying to figure out how election stuff works here, because we're finally in a place that we can kind of vote. when you're living very transient, it's hard to do that. So
It
when we were living in
is.
a tiny home, traveling around everywhere, it's hard to be part of a community. But now,
Mm-hmm.
we can, go to a place and, fill in
Aww.
numbers. Bit of a rough
Well, I
time
don't
online
see
because
why, if the
Queen
queen
died,
died, that Americans should be giving you a hard time because,
Right.
it is complex.
It is.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to say something like, "Oh, it's my turn." That's what I should say to start with.
Well, you have to think like, when Kennedy was assassinated,
Right.
like it shocked everyone in the country, and I'm guessing people in other countries as well.
Right.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody was like in love with him or something either. It's like everyone kind of had some weird and different way in which they like related to this thing that has happened.
Right. Well, I think too is just the general idea of culture, right? And all of our cultures are built upon particular pillars of like how our lives have functioned. I'm talking like our personal cultures. We grew up and this was something in your life forever. And it's like, your grandma died or something and it's like, but you never really imagine life without that pillar being there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the pillar's removed, like, okay, we're renovating a house, and if I remove one of those pillars outside, I know that the awning is going to sag. Yes.
Or fall off.
Or fall off completely.
Yeah.
But the point is that it's a lot of weight that pillar was carrying, and it's hard when you remove that pillar. And it takes time to put that pillar back in place. So... Pretty family thing. I was raised. Oh.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so here's the thing, like both of my grandmas died this year. And it was very interesting because you think about their life and then you're thinking about the relationship that you actually have with that person or the connection that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I wasn't terribly close to either of them, but yet I was really upset.
Mm-hmm.
And actually one of them, thinking back, is like, oh no, actually kind of glad because she was a really negative influence in my life. And so but it's complicated because like she's still my grandma. It doesn't mean I agree with the things that she did or the way that she behaved.
Right.
And it's not like you were around for her whole life or influencing what she did.
I just want to mention the irony that the community hearing on this piece of legislation was actually pushed forward an hour and 15 minutes.
Nice. Oh, goodness.
Ooh, I think that's what I need for a large straight. I want to take it. There. I'm not like
I've really enjoyed watching Trevor Noah talk about the Queen's death because he did a really good job talking about how different places kind of feel differently about it.
Right.
And I thought that was maybe I don't want to do that.
I think Trombone's on the East Coast.
Yeah.
I thought Trombone had told us once that they were on the East Coast.
I don't like these numbers.
We're all separated by time zones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anyway, I think he did a really good job, and because he was born and raised in South Africa, then it's different there than it is here. Definitely different than in the UK. But then at the same time, like, he also had a family that just really loved the like royalty culture, and so even his experience and reaction to it is still different than the majority of the people in the place that he grew up in.
Right.
So it's just the whole thing, and everyone reacts differently. But I don't think anybody should be like on each other about how they react.
Right.
You know?
Right. Because otherwise, like, if we all were... Oh, I started by rolling a full house. I'm going to keep that.
We went to North Carolina last year.
Easiest straight I've ever filled.
Ooh, good.
Right. Yeah. We went all through all of your guys' neighborhoods. We drove through. In a way. In a matter of speaking.
I mean, like, you know.
We were pulling a trailer, so.
Oh my goodness. I am just not getting, like, the numbers I want here. I'm going to go here.
I'll do this.
Well, that's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's a hard balancing game online to not put yourself into this, like, echo chamber where you're only surrounded by people who agree with you. But at the same time, like, it doesn't make sense to, like, have people who are toxic feeding into you on a daily basis.
Right.
That's what I would have done.
Right.
I would have just been like, nope.
Well, I mean, it's essentially like this is going back, this pandemic talk, but like during the midst of the big launch of all that, when everything was kind of like happening at the beginning, the thing is we weren't living in the States at the time. We were in Canada and, you know, doing our thing up there. And then down here, a lot of people that we knew, like, it became a really political thing for them. And they got really awkward to be around because they just... Yeah. And so we just started distancing ourselves from those people. But unfortunately, the bad part is that then they started kind of surrounding themselves with other people who believe the exact same thing. And it just kind of got worse and worse.
Oh my gosh, that would be so crazy. So I was watching Big Brother Canada when they told the housemates about the pandemic.
Oh.
That would be just the worst. Although, to be fair,
I mean,
if they just stayed in there, they'd be good.
Yeah.
Like, they could all hang out. I'm sure they were enjoying it.
Right. All right. Have a good day, Adam. Good drive around the neighborhood to keep the car running.
Yeah. I have 3 ones. So I could do a 3 of a kind, but unfortunately, the 3 of a kind is scored by pips. So I'm gonna keep them. Maybe I'll keep the 4.
It's difficult.
Let's see what I get. Something. Ooh, much better. Okay, it's decent. I'm gonna take the. Do I do the 3 of a kind? I'm gonna do the 3 of a kind. On a lighter note.
On a lighter note, good. Michelle's a lighter note to talk about.
We finally booked our trip to St. Louis. So we are gonna get to go to Miniature Market, the store.
Right.
It's gonna be exciting.
Probably before the things that we ordered.
We will probably go there, and then after we come back, the things we ordered from Miniature Market will finally arrive.
Oh, probably.
We could have picked it up.
If you guys have kids, or if you just like zoos, like the St. Louis Zoo is awesome.
Great. You have to do it in 2 days. It's free.
Free and massive. Like it's just.
The last time we went, we were like, okay, we're here early. We're going to do the whole thing in 1 day. As it turns out, that's not physically possible because we got about 3/4 of the way through and like I couldn't even walk anymore. Like, we have to leave. I can't do any more. I don't even know if I can get myself all the way to the car. Like, I was so physically drained.
So yeah,
so we're going to do it in 2 days this time after we've gone to the game store.
Jamie said they had a bad round.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't it? Oh, I'm coming up. I'm coming up. I'm not like. I thought I was under 100 points still.
Why did it tell us that Arc Lightning is now online?
Oh, because they're probably a friend of ours, so they just. Anytime they go online. Hey,
Hi,
Anne.
Anne.
I think you were playing with Games of Fire yesterday.
A 0 on the 2 section. Oh, ouch. That is a bad round.
It's better than a 0 and a 6 section. Okay, what do I still need? Okay, I need a 4 of a kind, and I need a Yahtzee. So have I taken? No, I have not taken anything 5 related. Okay. So Anne, this is our last of the short games.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna just play like
2-player
our faves
Tuesdays.
of the short games. I'll take 5s, I guess.
Okay, what do I still need? 4s, 5s, 6s, and a 4 of a kind.
Well, and we were just saying we are going to go to St. Louis and go to the zoo in a few weeks, I think.
Couple weeks?
But I guess it's the opposite
Week and a half?
side of Missouri from you. So when we come visit you, we're gonna take the train because I'm pretty sure I want to take the train. And I was told that there's like a World War I museum in Kansas City. Have you ever been to it? Pastor Scott was saying that he's like, it's like you can never find World War I museums because like World War II is like if you're gonna have a museum, have it for World War II or something.
I feel like I should get another roll. I think it only gave me 1 roll. Maybe I was not paying attention. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right. Well, there it is.
But anyway, we heard there is a really cool World War I museum just, I think, across the street from the train station.
Yeah, I mean, we also heard that there was a really nice train museum here, and then that turned out to not really be a thing. So
we have a hotel that has some train models, like in a glass case, and that's about the extent of the museum.
It was a bit of a disappointment.
Nope, you got re-roll twice. Trombone had checked.
Okay.
Michelle
Well, at least
just
someone's
wasn't
paying attention. Liberty Memorial, it's great. It's the only one in North America, really.
Okay, yeah, I think that's
and
what he
there's
said.
one in Europe.
Okay.
I feel like there should be more than 2 in the world.
Right?
Doesn't that seem strange that there's only
World
2?
War I, and we'll commemorate it with a museum somewhere in the middle of this, Kansas city area. And the other one's just somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
Other than that, we want it completely forgotten, apparently.
Well, I think part of it is like, I mean, there's no one alive that experienced World War I.
That is true.
At this point, like, the oldest people would have heard stories from their parents maybe about it, but they would not have experienced it.
No, they could still be alive. But, I mean, they wouldn't have probably fought in it. If that's what you're meaning. Because your grandma just died this year, and she
was 102.
I know, but she was born before the last pandemic, or around the last pandemic.
She was born in 1920.
Exactly. And World War I happened in...
17.
Oh. Right. Sorry, my
there
math
are
is broken.
multiple reasons for World War I not being as remembered. Well, I mean, you get World War II, and then it's like, oh yeah, that first one was just nothing.
Yeah.
In comparison. My grandma's 97, and her husband was in World War II. Right. Okay. But is her husband still alive? I'm guessing...
This is World War II, though.
Oh, two. Oh, yeah.
So
two,
possibly.
Yeah. That's very likely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But not 1.
Right.
That's just super old. Okay. I should probably do my turn.
It was only the Great War.
Yeah, right.
I volunteered in the local museum sorting out war medals. I did learn a bit from that.
I got a 4 of a kind.
That one's scored by, like, some of the dice, too.
Okay, I'm gonna... oh, no, I already did 6s. Okay. 4 of a kind.
What am I still... I am still missing... 4 of a kinds, Yahtzees, and 3s. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I need 4s and 5s and a Yahtzee. My favorite bands, Sabaton has an album about World War I. Really? How it was supposed to be the Great War and the war to end all wars. Well, if only.
Right.
If only it had been.
If only. Let me tell you.
Have you played The Grizzled?
Oh,
that is a game about World War I.
I don't think The Grizzled is on
It is
Board Game Arena.
probably not on here. But if you are at all interested in World War I, it's a fascinating cooperative game.
Yeah. Fortunately, I have to stay, but would love for you to visit. Okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
No offense or anything, but I prefer not to stay with people because I need some space.
We used to, so like, when we traveled before, we like stayed with people, like
we would be
all
happy
the
to have an
time.
Uber, a personal Uber for the weekend. That'd be
Like
great.
someone who could pick us up, especially if we're taking the train.
Wait,
I'm really bad at taxis and Uber stuff. I don't know why.
We've never used Uber. You
No.
can't say you're bad at something you never used.
Well, it was technically an Uber that picked us up in the one place.
Well, Trombone, here's the thing. Just because Time Roller is in another chat doesn't mean he's not also playing with us, because he does that a lot.
He does.
He's so funny that way. Like, he will do multiple streams
He'll
at
just
once. I don't know what his setup is, but... yeah. Anyway, you should share the story of... Because we used to have the
story?
Grizzled, and then we
okay.
gave away the Grizzled.
Okay, so yeah.
Because we try to keep our collection to about 50.
Yeah.
And so we clear out our games periodically.
Yeah. Often, usually by just giving them away to people who are, in need of games. So one of the friends that we were playing with, we taught them how to play the game, and we were playing it, and they liked it, and we're like, you know what, you take this game, and you can have it, because, like, we had played it a lot. And that's usually what happens to our games. Like, we like them, it's just after you played them, like, 400 times, it's like, pass along.
Although
So,
that is one where
that's
feel
one
like
where I think we
would
could get
maybe...
again.
We got We Care, which is, like,
The Grizzled,
similar,
but for the pandemic?
But pandemic version.
Right.
But the Grizzled is better.
The Grizzled is better.
I'd like to get the new Grizzled.
Right.
Because there's like, it's got like a campaign or something in it. So it's got some other different things. So it changes a little bit. I'd like that one.
Okay.
Anyway, story.
Right. So, he goes and okay, what should I take? I'm just going for...
Okay, so we give it to this kid at the language school.
Right.
And he brings it home to his family over like Thanksgiving break or something.
Right.
And he brings it back to us afterward. Like, no, you can keep it. I'm letting you take it over from there.
Well, I was deciding what I wanted to do. Okay, so we're like, no, you can keep it. And so he brings it and he plays it with his family, and then he comes back and he gives it right back to us, and he's like, I can't keep the game. I was like, why? He's like, well, we were playing with my family, and it was going good. And then we lost, and everybody died. And so we played again. And we lost. And then we played again. And this time, like, we were so close. And then my little brother, like, he had to play his hand, and we lost. And then he just started, like, cussing out the game. And my mom, she's, like, super PC. She's like, that's it. This game brings out the worst in you, and it's making you swear. And you never swore before, so we're getting rid of that game. It's kind of funny that, like, you blame... It's like, obviously, this other young gentleman has sworn or gotten frustrated before, but it's the right thing to do to blame the game for your issues.
Yep. It is a bit intense.
It is.
But it's also very fascinating.
It's just frustrating. You're like,
it's not a game you're going to be, like, laughing at the table over. It's kind of a more serious
it's kind of
concentration sort of vibe.
Yeah. I mean, and there's mental health issues that kind of get brought up in the game because they're things that they're the hard knocks. They get stuck with you and you are...
Yes, exactly. Poor game. It really is a very good game, so...
They're just using the game as a scapegoat.
Yeah. if you get the chance. It's definitely worth trying out.
All right.
I mean, that's a good roll there, Adam, but
It's nothing though.
but
I
it's
took a
nothing
0.
nothing for you to utilize. Come on.
Did anybody get a
No.
Yahtzee? Jamie got a Yahtzee.
Nice. Yeah, I'm getting 0 points. Thank you for reminding me of that,
Right.
BGA.
Right.
That's okay. I've got pretty decent points here, so.
Oh my gosh. Jamie rolled a large straight to start with.
You took me by 3 points.
Tell ya. Yeah, I looked at that and I was like, wait, why is it? Oh, you must have started. They must have started by rolling it to start with. Grr. Okay, let's try this again. Come on, Yahtzee. Okay. No. No Yahtzee.
It's so close. It's like
It
a
is.
baby Yahtzee.
Yep. Confirm 0 points again.
Nice game, guys. Jamie, you took it.
Go. Good job, Jamie. All right. So that concludes us playing through all the short games.
Our 12-part. Well, that was a short stream.
miniseries.
See ya.
Right. Now, let's look back into this. What were the favorite games everybody had from the last 12 streams that we did? Now I'm gonna just bring this up. How we did it for Jamie. If you go up to games, you click playtime and you click short games. This is what we've just finished. And then I just clicked by name. And then we can kind of see all of the games. So games that took me by surprise were, I think, Speed Limit 99 was one that we were like, oh, that's actually not a bad game. We really liked Seven Wonders Architects. Mm-hmm. We're not a Seven Wonders family. But Seven Wonders Architects, we actually bought IRL after playing it. Trying to think of what other things kind of like popped
What were some
out.
of the fun ones?
A lot we just kind of like played through. It's like, okay, we're just getting this done.
Well, and we've got, if Anne wants to play with us, then we would have 5 players. So we'll want to keep that in mind.
Okay. There's Chakra's 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Color pops up to 5. That wasn't Conspiracy was an interesting. Oh, that's up to 4. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Conspiracy. I did really like
Q-Birds, but we already knew we kind of liked that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm already seeing some new games on here that we did not play.
I know.
Go ahead without me. I need to make dinner.
Okay, that's fair.
That needs to be like a quote that you like put up in your house. Like, Anne, 2022.
Trombone,
go ahead without me. I need to make dinner.
You've been playing this with us pretty much since the beginning. Do you have a particular game you'd like to play again?
Fruit picking. I'm just trying to like Happy City.
Mm-hmm.
What were ones that like we were like, oh, we played it again after playing it once. We were like, let's do Choreo was an interesting one.
You liked Choreo. There were a lot of like ones that we had already played a lot of, like Llama or
Martian Dice.
Martian Dice. We play Martian Dice so much.
Palace was interesting.
Yeah, Palace was a fun one.
Yeah, some of these card games kind of
just hold time roller. We finished the short games. Yes.
BGA Saga.
Hey, we did play Point Salad. What did you think of that one?
Me?
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I wouldn't mind like trying it again.
I wasn't necessarily suggesting it.
Okay.
Play. I just was curious because it's been a year since I played it, and I've told you a little bit about it. But now that you've finally played it, I don't think you ever ended up saying what you thought of it.
Right. It wasn't. I think the thing was it reminded me of the one up above, the Just Desserts one. Where you're like trying to just complete general tasks.
Yeah. I wasn't personally much of a fan of Just Desserts. I think you are right that there's a little bit of similarity there, though. I just beat BK Sharpen Your Razor.
No, Soften Your Razor.
Yeah, it's Soften Your Razor.
Soften Your Razor.
In Point Salad the other night. Oh, awesome. Fun. What about like Loco Momo?
There's Loco Momo.
That one's pretty fun.
And Pirate Capern, I thought was pretty fun. I'm just like scrolling past.
Oh, Pirate and Capern.
Pirates and Capern.
Is Race for the Galaxy a shorter version of Roll for the Galaxy?
I'm not
We have never played any of the For the Galaxy games.
We actually skipped over them.
We did actually skip that one. We have found it's very difficult to teach and learn.
Oh, loser!
Hey.
Let's switch.
Okay.
Back to face cam for a second.
Okay, I tried. I'll bring the...
We'll welcome the Raiders, and then we'll figure out some games.
Yeah. That actually kind of works out well, because then if they wanted to play with us, then that works.
Right. I tried, blame the exhausted brain. Right. Like, we had, I don't know, Race for the Galaxy. I had tried learning. I think it's a bidding game, right? Like, I think the hard part is that since I hadn't played it before. So, thank you for the follow, Amsterdice Lisa.
Ooh.
So, anyway, welcome, Raiders.
Hi.
We have just finished our 12-part series of playing through all the short games that we cared to play through on Board Game Arena.
We did play quite a few games we didn't like. The only ones we skipped out on were the 2-player games.
Yes.
And there were just a handful of games that
we thought maybe too complex
really
to like learn on the fly.
work well in this format.
Right.
So
I love Roll for the Galaxy. Learned it in person and have played it a few rounds online. Not bidding game. It's an engine builder.
Okay.
Because I thought it was supposed to be like, oh, it's that farmer one. It's that
Yes, Jamie.
because they made another one, and it was a farmer one, and you had, you loved it.
What?
And we don't have it anymore. The farming game, and you had like
Fields of Green.
Fields of Green.
Okay, that's
Fields of Green?
not at all a bidding game.
But I think no, it's not.
That's
it's
like
not.
a drafting game.
Yeah.
But I did really like that
I
one.
believe Race for the Galaxy
Agricola.
was a lot like. No, it was question mark. Because you were trying to help me think of farming games.
Oh, yeah.
So Triomino's anyone?
I don't think that's in the short games.
Is it on the? I don't think it is.
Let's see. No, it is not in there.
Probably a medium length game. We're gonna get onto medium length games for our next quest.
That one is not one of my favorites, but I don't think it would be bad on BGA because, like, it won't let you do things you can't do, and so it kind of helps you along a little bit. So I feel like it would probably be better on here then.
Did we want to start with? How many was Loco Momo? That was 1 to 4. But we could do Ink and Gold.
We could do Ink and Gold. Ink and Gold is a good one. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do some Ink and Gold. So, if you guys are new to the channel, find us on Board Game Arena. We'll friend us back, and we will invite you in. Let me see. Do I have any new friend requests? Nope. Okay. Anyway. And we just play board games together. That's what we do Mondays and Wednesdays from 4 to 6 our time, or your time. But let us play some Ink and Gold. This one is a push your luck game. It's very simple, very easy to pick up. Jamie, if you haven't played it, Trombone. Actually, Trombone Dalek finally has an icon of a Dalek. It's not just the assigned icon anymore. Okay. So, is everybody up for playing Ink and Gold? Let me know in the chat if you would like to play, and we'll figure this out. We'll get you into the game. Otherwise, we'll start with this one, and we'll kind of go from there. So what we're doing today is we just played Yahtzee, and that kind of ended our alphabet. And now we're going to jump in. We're kind of going back through what are some of our favorite games that we played that were in the short game section. And Ink and Gold is like one of our, I would say, we didn't even know about it till Board Game Arena, right? So we found this game on Board Game Arena, and this is like a go-to staple game that we have for game events. It's actually a picture of me from the Doctor Who exhibit in Liverpool. I have to like. I can't like zoom in any further. That's cool.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say play now with who's in here. And let me just switch some of these settings quick. We can just run this.
Right.
There we go.
Well, hello from not Amsterdam. We are in the middle. We're in the middle of the U.S. So
Right. We're in Missouri, but we have been to Amsterdam. That's where we landed.
we have been to Amsterdam.
We flew.
We were there for like
Iceland
an hour
Air.
or something.
Iceland Air got us to Iceland, and then they couldn't get us to Brussels, so they brought us to Amsterdam.
Trombone,
and-
you can just come right in.
And they bought us a plane ticket or a train ticket from Amsterdam to Brussels. So that's what we've seen of Amsterdam. We haven't been outside of your airport, other than like on the train.
Well, we got a lovely view of the
Yeah.
like countryside, and as we watched from the train.
Okay.
Oh, is it already going?
Yep, I just started it. Okay, so in this
Got it.
game, just in case, because I'm guessing Jamie might not have played yet, in this game, it's a push your luck. We're like basically Indiana Jones, and we're all together as a party of 4 people, and we're going into this temple trying to find treasure. Periodically, though, we're going to find some bad stuff, like a snake, or a fire, or mummies, or a rock slide, or spiders. That's the other one.
Yeah.
If we get 2 snakes or 2 of any of those bad cards that are identical, we all run out of the cave screaming back to our tents, and we're going to go to sleep and wake up the next day and try again. So all this game you have to do is decide return to camp with the money you've currently gained, or continue to explore the temple. At this point in time, none of us have any money, so there's nothing to lose. So we can continue exploring the temples safely, because we're not going to lose anything if we continue.
Ooh, Amsterdam's board game club. That sounds awesome.
Okay, so now
we are currently living in like a board game
Desert.
desert. There, if you can find it at Walmart, that's it. That's it. That's all we have.
And we've ordered some games from Miniature Market, and they're currently in transition of their warehouse, so we're not getting that yet either. So, oh, 2 snakes. Okay, so that was an easy first day because there was no money. There's nothing. Hopefully this round will be better. So then what ends up happening is the whole thing gets shuffled. Now I can finally explain the rest of the rules. When we get a card with like...
Yeah, there are only 5 rounds in this game.
Exactly.
So
when we get a card with actual numbers on it, we divide up that money amongst the people still currently exploring the temple. At this particular time, there's 4 of us, there's 2 money, we can't split it up, so we're just going to leave it lying there. The first person to turn tail and run back will pick up those gems on their way back.
if 2 people leave at the same time, they would
They'll
each
share.
get 1.
And if 3 people leave, well,
You
none...
still can't split that up, so
Exactly.
it stays there.
We're very fair explorers. We're not going to fight
Yes.
about our stuff.
Yeah, we like Ink and Gold too. It's a really, really great game. We always bring it with us for live events that we do.
Right. Just because it's so easy to teach.
Yeah, it seems like everyone can get this game.
Right.
Like we haven't encountered even the most gaming averse people still get this game. So
Right. They understand it is what you mean.
yeah. Like my parents who swear they can't understand a single game we have, they get this game and can play it.
I need to be told what to do by everyone else or just up to me. You decide. You can continue exploring or you can leave. So Jamie left.
Yeah, and so you got
Which
the
is
2
awesome.
coins.
Well, kind of. So now we found this 15. You went back to camp. So your 2 money is safe. You can't lose that. Our 5 money is not currently safe, but we do have 5 money. So
Yes.
and it's just to push your luck. How long are you going to chance possibly drawing 2 light cards? Right now we just have the spiders.
Ooh.
Okay. And the interesting thing is, how greedy is everybody going to get? Okay, so trombone left.
Yep.
It's just Michelle and I.
Oh my, what? We are not getting much here.
We aren't. Oh, you left.
Yeah, I'm out.
Michelle left. And I stayed. And I only have to split that 11 with myself.
Oh, that's a lot.
And unfortunately,
you should keep
probably
looking.
taxes.
And taxes.
No, I'm gonna return to camp.
Is there a way to watch your game? Well, if
Oh,
you did not
oh my
switch it back,
gosh.
Adam. Shame on you.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh,
Thank you, Amsterdam. What would we do without Lisa here to be like, hey, over here. I can't see what you're doing.
It's like,
It sounds
I mean, the
interesting.
narration is great and all, but
Oh,
oh, good gracious!
I'm
Adam.
sorry. I dropped the ball on that one.
It's a good thing this is all
Right.
like a very laid back live.
Very laid back live stream. Just wait, next week it'll just be a radio show live stream. We'll just like.
And that was the dice roll.
That was
case
the-
you didn't know. They're horse dice.
They're horse dice.
Oh my goodness, it's so funny.
All right, so all we're getting is bad stuff. We have snakes, we have fires, we have mummies, but all of us are like, you know what? I mean, it's one jewel. Crying Adam. Do I have to change my emote now that I have changed my hair?
I was thinking it might be fun to change our emotes to like a different art style.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I've been sort of experimenting with different art style, and so I thought it might be fun to do something a little different.
I feel like I'm playing much safer than I usually do. Did you go yet?
No, I'm not. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna keep exploring, I guess.
Okay. Trombone left. I think trombone made it pretty good. Explore the temple. Oh. What?
This is terrible. This is gonna be a really, I feel like, a pretty low scoring.
It's gonna be a low scoring game.
Well, except for you, who got
Except
that
for me.
11.
You have to stick in a long time to try to like match the money that I had built
There.
up.
I got 3 extra money because
There's a snake.
You get nothing.
Again, I lose my 1 gem. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. These are artifacts. The first person, and only one person. So if one person leaves, they will pick up this artifact. And I think the artifact is worth 5 points at the end of the game.
Yeah, it's like a tiered thing. Like the first 2 are 5, or
Something.
the first 2 are 5, and the second 2 are
Okay.
10, or something like that. I'm sorry, I have to leave again. Almost midnight. Yeah, we can understand that. But thank you for dropping in, saying hi, and letting us know that Adam didn't have the game.
Right.
Bye.
Jamie said 11 p.m. for them.
Yeah, it is getting late.
It's getting
you
late.
guys.
Goodness. There's just... It has been a very... Oh my gosh. So another artifact.
Ah.
Trombone left.
I had a
18th Century
feeling.
Gamer left.
I had a feeling
Jamie
someone
left?
else. No.
Oh, Jamie
still-
stayed. Jamie and I are the last ones
Yep.
in here.
I think me and Trombone were hoping to get the.
What are we gonna
I mean,
do,
that's a lot of points
Jamie?
right there. Ooh.
Oh, I was thinking of leaving, but I was like, ah.
And now
No,
you get nothing.
now I get nothing. But I mean, neither of us would have gotten any if we hadn't.
Right.
So I had a feeling, but I was going with my gut, so I had to trust it.
So what you've learned here is that your gut is lying to you.
Exactly. Are you hungry? Because guts lie when they're hungry.
Hmm.
Okay, so we know Jamie has 2 artifacts. Oh!
No, no.
All right, that's a really, really short ending round.
It is. All right. Well, that's the
Womp,
end.
womp, womp. And I think I won.
I'm probably hungry.
I got 21. Michelle had 16.
Oh, that's
You did pretty good.
okay. We're all a
And
lot
Jamie got
closer than I
15.
thought.
Because Jamie, I'm gonna see. Wait, where's the? I wanted to see final situation. I thought it would.
Oh,
give me
Jamie
the
had 2
tiebreakers.
artifacts.
Yep. So they were
Okay.
5 points each. The 4th and 5th
Nice.
artifact picked up gives a bonus 5 points at that moment of retrieval.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Return to main site. Our kitchen's right there, so we can just grab snacks as we get hangry.
Yeah, those
think-
artifacts really helped.
Right. Maybe later. Okay. What other short game? How about you, Trombone? What was a game you really liked? Sorry, my pronouns are he, him. I have a unisex name, most male in UK, mostly female in US.
It's a bit of it's a bit of a mix though. I mean, here.
I've had to learn to like just go with they as much as possible if I can.
Here's the thing: is like we have so many people in here. It's hard to remember who is which, and so we just mostly try to avoid saying.
Right,
like,
right. Let's just go with they.
better safe than
Try
sorry.
to go with they.
We don't want to offend anybody, and
Okay, let's see here. Short games. What should we play? Were there any that jumped? I wouldn't mind playing Pirates and Capron again. So
I don't feel like I really grasped that one too well, but we can go for it.
okay, we'll try that one. Can you teach Railroad Inc?
Oh.
Yeah, I'll go back. I'll do Railroad Inc. I was thinking about that one because I can play more. Let's see here. And I like that game. Michelle, on the other hand, it's not her favorite. And I think it's mostly because it's been played a lot in our family. Did you ever have a time that you liked it?
I
think
liked it when we first got it.
Railroad.
I don't know if you remember, but like when we were living in Sherbrooke.
Let me switch this to. Hang on a second before you join in.
When we were living in Sherbrooke and you were in the language school, we played Railroad Inc., Welcome to, and Terraforming Mars almost exclusively.
Right.
Every single night.
Right. It was before
It was
Board Game
one of
Arena.
them.
And so we were playing this as a top-down camera and playing along with people. Tried it once and got kicked from the game because I was taking too long.
So have you not played it at all then? Because I know we played it.
I know we played it,
But maybe you did not play it with us.
it might have been the time that Trombone was, that was the, I think it was when you were switching jobs.
Yeah.
You're like, I won't be on next week or tomorrow.
Yeah,
or not.
yeah. Like you
And-
couldn't play, but you were
so-
watching or
okay.
maybe you're. Yeah.
All right. Well, so you've been exposed to the game.
A little
That's
bit.
good. Jamie, have you played Railroad Inc? We're gonna get you into a lot of games.
You might have been sick, yeah.
So when people come over to our house to play games, we tend to do this to them where we're like, okay, we're gonna play this game, now we're gonna play this game, now we're gonna play this game, and they leave with a headache because they're like, I just learned like 20 new games and I've never played anything more than Monopoly.
What?
But
No,
it's just-
I want.
How we do it. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm sharing this time. There we go. All right. So on our turn, we have 4 dice here. These dice you have to use every single round. You have to use all 4 of them. These dice up here are 4-way intersections. You can use them at any point in the game. You don't have to use these. These are specials. Once you use them, they get crossed off and you can't use that particular one again. And you can only use 3 4-way intersections during the entire game. And you can only use 1 per round. So there's 7 rounds. So when I'm teaching new people this, I say,
Did you know they have Abyss on here?
no. When I'm teaching to new people, I would say, do not use these until your 5th, 6th, and 7th round. Or I mean, start considering using them then. If you don't use them at all, it's okay. But if you do want to use them, that's probably the best time to use them during your first couple games because you start understanding how it makes everything up. Now, into points. One of the main ways you're going to get points is connecting these red stations to other red stations. And so right here's the little table. If you have connected 2 together, you're going to get 4 points. If you've connected 3, you're going to get 8 points to the same section. If you can connect all of them, you're going to get 45 points. That said, you could connect a grouping of 6 and another grouping of 6 and get 2 20-point bonus there.
Yes, we're playing Railroading.
The Schmeagles. Yes, and it was Trombone's request to play this. Because that's what we're doing today. We're playing short games by request. Now, the other way to get points is your longest road, unending road, will get you that many points. Your longest railroad, unending, will get you as many points as it takes up on the board. You will get a point for every road or railroad section you get in this middle, like red square, because you have to build off of the center of the board to get there. And you'll get 1 negative point for every dead end at the end of the game. And that's about it. So now you're just going to, and it's fine, oftentimes when we teach this, everybody copies me for a while. It's just the way it works. So, all right, so like I'm going to go here with my T section. I'm going to say yes. This is a station like changeover. Think of it like a parking lot in between a metro station and the road. So it lets you switch from car to that. Go like that. And then I'm going to place this one here. And again, you can hit these to turn them. And now if we look, I have connected these 2 stations together. And now I have to play one more. And I think I'm going to go this one and I'm going to go that direction. So there, I have played all of them, and then I just say, done. Or at this point in time, I could also play one of these. You could start by playing one as well. So, nice. You must use all white dice if possible. Is it still thinking?
Have you not played all of your dice?
I played all 4. Okay, if this happens, I'm going to restart. I'm going to replay them exactly where I played them. Okay, I'm going to refresh mine. I'm having just some issues with BGA. There we go. I thought I turned off the timer.
Apparently not. Come on, Adam. Get a move on.
I tell you. I had already, selected it. There we go. Okay.
So, Le Schmeagles,
there we go.
We finished today our going through A to Z of the short games on BGA.
So, Jamie, just in case you're stuck in the same thing I am, I had to refresh the browser to get it, and then I had to, to get it to recognize, just in case you're having the same issue.
It's okay, Trombone. You don't have to panic. If you run out of time, we're not gonna kick you out or anything. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right.
So yeah, that's.
If you need a little extra time, it's okay. If it's 5 minutes, you might be like, "Hey, are you still playing?"
I thought I set it to no timer, and then it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So anyway, we finished it today. Yahtzee was our last game, so it wasn't really A to Z. It was 7 to Y, but
because there's no Z games.
Yeah, so next week we're going to start going through medium-length games, and we're just going to do 1 game each day and just play it 2, maybe 3 times, but I'm guessing probably just 2.
So I don't understand what to do, basically. Oh, sorry. Okay, so yep, you're just going to click on one of these dice, and you'll have to place them starting on one of the stations around. If you saw this in real life, you'd be drawing the symbols, but in this one, it's just letting you move them. Some of them I'm clicking, but nothing is happening. That's what I had. So I would say refresh the browser, just your internet browser, come back into the game. Because it wasn't letting me click on the dice until I did that. I don't know why. But I don't think it's a you issue. I think it's a issue with BGA at that time when we were setting it up. So if that doesn't work, we could collectively end the game and then we could restart it. Because maybe that's just part of the issue. And I'll try to make sure to set it up as turn-based if we do that. So let me know your progress and if you have any other issues with it. But yeah, otherwise you should be able to click on the dice on the side of the screen right here, and then from there it should gray out little sections where you can place them. And so you have to just click on one of those gray sections.
Hey, did you know they have Dice Hospital on here?
Turn it. Yes. We've never played it on here.
No.
I cannot. Okay, Jamie must have figured it out.
Oh, calm down.
I think Jane's getting it for you.
You know, I think you should probably start eating your supper.
Yes.
Okay? It's okay if he plays on the tablet while you're making the supper, okay? Would you like to... Because, I mean, I know we weren't planning to do the same thing with the medium-length games.
Right.
That we were going to kind of do a little more, I guess, random. Or more selective, I should say, not random.
There we go.
So do you want us to sort the games by, run through them by name again? Oh my goodness. Or sort them by popularity.
Maybe we could sort those by popularity.
Okay.
As we look at them.
So our first game then. So Monday we'll play Azul.
Okay.
And Wednesday we would play Carcassonne.
Okay. Yeah, kind of the plan for those ones were to play one or two of the same game. So this list will take us a lot longer to go through.
Mm-hmm.
But that way you guys can see all the games and have a bee above my head. Some people have cats in the background of their live stream. We have children.
Bees.
And bees, apparently. We actually have a lot of bees at our house.
We do, actually.
We moved in. We've gotten we used to be kind of freaked out by bees. And now I'd have to say, we're all pretty used to bees. Did you end your turn?
No, I didn't realize I had to hit done. Sorry, guys.
Go there. Can you turn it down all the way?
A little bit.
There.
That's better.
There. I need a straight road.
Well, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but there we go. Let me see what you've got.
I'm not feeling good about mine. I've got a mess.
I mean,
I have a mess of roads.
That doesn't look like how you usually do it. Trombones looks really good.
How's trombone doing? Let's go down. It looks like Jamie has 1, 2, 3 stations connected.
Yeah.
So they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, that is not bad.
You
have no idea how yours will work either.
Mimi.
Trombone.
It has potential though.
You have 1, 2. You have 3 connected. You're kind of going to a section. That's good. No idea what I'm doing.
Why?
That's what it usually feels like the first time when you play these roll and write games.
What?
Let's see. I'm going to do
What is it?
here. Do that. I'm going to turn this road so it comes out. We're on round 4. This bridge, it doesn't connect the railroad and road together. So just be wary of how you
The black
utilize
squares do.
that.
So anywhere where there's a black square between a road and a railway, that actually connects them.
Yep.
Is that bottom dice a railroad crossing under a road?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. They just don't touch for the connection later. So like my screen, I have this railroad going underneath, but this road isn't connected to it at this point in time.
Yeah.
How's yours? I didn't scroll down to look at yours. You just made a super straight railroad going all the way down to like connect. Okay.
I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen here. We'll see.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm probably gonna need to use one of
Some
those
four
special
ways.
ones, but
Right.
We'll
I'm thinking
see.
so. If you had a curved road, it would
would
connect them and add another
Mhm.
railway. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. So like you could, I can get this connected. It just, we'll see. We'll see how, if the dice come out correctly. All right. So once we finish this round 2, we will have 5 rounds left. And if you haven't used your specials, these 4-way specials.
Did you just say we'll have 5 rounds left?
No,
There
we'll
are
be at round 5, and we'll have 3
Okay.
rounds left. Sorry. Kind of looks like it's gonna rain there.
Oh, cool. Oh, you'll have to look into that. Maybe you need to bring your umbrella when you go today.
Well, I was saying about getting the cabinet, the countertop inside.
Oh.
So I built a countertop
It's so beautiful.
out of some wood that
it's,
we
It's
had.
really gorgeous. I painted the cabinets today, where the kitchen countertop is gonna go, and in the bathroom.
They're looking good.
It's looking really good.
They're looking good. So,
We
am I
still
able
don't
to
have
leave
any.
this game
We don't have any drywall
mid-game
behind us
without
yet.
being
No,
kicked?
if you want
I
sound, can you
know.
use your headphones, please?
But we could,
Your headphones.
if you're needing to go, we could abandon this game and then just restart collectively. That way it doesn't give any it won't hurt your score, your karma score for getting into other games. If everybody's okay with doing that. No, I'll stay. Okay. We'll wait. It's almost over. Trombone, are you doing okay? Still thinking. As long as you're thinking, it's okay. I would be okay if we had to do that. Are you feeling like you messed up your railroad?
there.
So anyway, we used to bring this game a lot more to like, it's just a case of this is going to be rubbish because I didn't even know what it was in railroad and roads connecting. Bit confusing on the shapes, which is which. It looked a bit unfamiliar until now. Yeah.
Yeah, this one is a bit harder for people to get.
To be honest, when I teach this game, what I usually do is I have everybody, we play about 3 rounds, and then I just have us end and we score. So everybody understands and sees where we're currently at. So
Yeah.
you'd be able to, like, if we ended right now at round 4, we'd be like, oh, I am getting 12 points for connecting the stations, 2 points for my
Yeah.
road, 4 points for my railroad, 1 point for getting in the middle, and negative 8 points. And then we erase it and we start over and we go, okay. Because then everybody gets kind of this, oh, I know what I'm doing now.
What?
This makes sense.
Whatever you want to make for yourself.
I'm going to go there.
Okay.
I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. And I'm going to apparently add another horrible section here? Question mark? Oh, hang on. Maybe I'll do one of these 4 ways first. If I do this 4-way right here, I could still connect to that section. Then I could put on a bridge here.
No, is
That
that
might
a
be
road?
bad.
Oh, it is a road.
Okay,
Okay, then.
done.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, done.
Confirm.
Sure.
Sure.
But for real, I mean, like, as far as roll and write games go, they do tend to be a little bit harder for people to understand, I think.
Right.
Just in general. It's always hard to figure out what the scoring is, and it's hard to teach them. So that is part of the reason that we did skip things like Roll for the Galaxy. There were a few other roll and write games that we chose to skip because they looked very similar to Welcome to, and Welcome to is so hard for people to understand. And somehow it is harder doing it in this format because it's harder to ask questions in a way that's understandable sometimes.
Right.
And yeah, so we're like, you know what? Let's just stick with games that we know we're going to be able to work out together. Because I know a lot of the games we actually just learned on the fly.
Yes.
So, yeah, we'll see how it goes in the end.
See, we'll see.
What is the deal with all of these?
How many? Well, like, what was the most amount of games that we played? Short games in one day. I want to say it was like 10, our very first day.
Oh.
Can't remember. But anyway, so for medium length games, which we're going to start next week, we're just going to do one. We're gonna learn one together. And that's going to be easier, I think, for us because like if we don't know the game, we can take some time to learn it and learn how to teach it. Versus the short games, I think we thought a lot of them would have been a little more forgiving.
Yeah. Well, and this time around with the medium length games, mostly they're going to be games we've already played.
Yes.
Like
we played.
We're going to be playing games we know pretty well.
Right.
Or we will have really looked into it and probably played it in advance so that we know.
So then if you guys want to play those, they will probably
Yeah.
be, I'm guessing, more like the half-hour long game.
Right. So, like, if you guys have a request for a game you'd like to play one day, that's fine. But we need to know in advance so we can be prepared. We don't want to make a longer game take even longer. So, a short game, not such a big deal. But I don't know what to do here.
Mimi, did you see the speaker for monument?
Oof.
And look inside it.
That's not helpful.
It has a pool.
Cool.
Ooh.
I have a lot of dead ends. Which is fine. I have negative 12 points right now in dead ends. And this is the last round and we'll score. This was not my best game.
This is going to be an absolute mess right here.
I did not get the things I wanted connected, and
we'll do that. That's actually not too bad.
Wasn't my best.
It's not great. But I was a good sport and I played.
Yeah.
Because this one really isn't one of my favorites.
Not your favorite.
Although I know you do really love this game.
I do like this game.
And our teen absolutely loves this game and has like some of the fun different expansions and stuff.
The expansions are really fun. Like this is the base and the basic rules.
I personally dislike the game even more when we play with the expansions, so
Mimi, it's a mommy's case.
cool. Sarcophagus?
Yeah.
See, I think you
I didn't make this world.
I know.
I think you're going to win.
This
Is my guess, Michelle.
Really?
I'm at 37 points
Oh.
because of my negatives.
Okay, then.
If we look, I have connected.
How many negatives do you have? 12.
12.
Holy smokes, Adam.
I kept taking 4 ways to be able to connect things, and that was probably not the best idea. And I hardly ever focus on connecting, like getting a long road. And that's something I don't do.
I got
as well.
12 for my longest road.
Right.
That's pretty long.
Trombone, at least right now, has 12 for their longest road. And 32 for connected areas. So trombone's going to beat me too.
You're gonna have so many negatives. You only have 9 compared to Adam. That's pretty
Right.
good.
I mean, I like the adaptation. I'm gonna skip
It is a good
recording.
adaptation.
Yes.
Yes, to be fair.
Be able to just kind of take that and place it.
Um,
So, okay.
Okay, that is my first Railroad Ink victory.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I just got the
So if I'd
trophy.
stayed focused and didn't screw up so bad,
All right.
probably would have been better. Okay. So, I think for today we should play one more game.
Yeah, one last game. Do
Mhm.
we want to do our traditional one last game of merchandise?
Should we do merchandise? I'm waiting for Trombone. Yeah, obviously.
Of course. We have to end with merchandise. It's almost tradition now.
So the nice part is now we have the kind of like our back pocket full of short games that we enjoy.
Yes!
Okay, we will play some traditional merchandise. This is also a push your luck rolling game. You are just trying to collect humans because you're going to be a Martian. You're trying to collect humans or chicken or cows. On your turn, you have to take all of one type of dice, like all the chickens, all the cows, or all the people that you roll. And once you've taken people, you can't take any more if you roll them again. The other dice on here are tanks. If you take a tank, or if you roll a tank, you have to take it.
Yeah.
And the only thing to beat tanks is to play your death rays. So to be able to take the people, you've got to have enough death rays to get past the tanks to take either your chicken or your cows or something. Going to have to go now, but thanks for having me. I need to practice a lot of these. No problem. And you can stop by anytime we are playing and request games that you want to brush up on.
Yeah.
Or games you're just interested in. You want to see how they play. So, all right.
We don't know them all like trombone, or not sorry,
Like trombone.
Like
Time Roller.
Time Roller does, but we do know a lot of them.
Okay. Do you want to...
Hey, it's Duchess!
Hey, Duchess.
Did you want to play?
Yeah, Duchess, did you want to play?
It's probably not too late yet, right?
Here, I'm going to type in username, invite a friend. Duchess. There we go. I threw Duchess in there.
Perfect. If you don't want to play, just don't accept.
Right.
Pretty simple. Pretty simple.
Let's see. Duchess is
I
now...
love merchandise too.
Duchess is in. So, Duchess,
Awesome.
today we ended playing through the short games on BGA. Oh, and I have to take one.
Yeah.
Do I play it safe or do I take the chickens?
Oh, we all know what you do. Oh, you took the.
I'm going to play
You
it
took the
safe.
ships.
And now I'm
You
going to
can
take
play
a
the
people.
game. Good. Oh, yeah.
Now I'm going to take a chicken. Come
Yeah, he's
on,
dressed like an
cow.
Egyptian.
And I got a cow.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
That's-
it's perfect because we're
that's a good
playing one
start.
quick game to end our live stream, and
Yep.
so yeah, it's perfect.
Yep, and then we'll end for today. We have some church activities we're going to try out tonight.
Yep.
And we're
Poor
still
Duchess.
working on a couple things to get our community game nights launched at the local churches using their
Yeah.
spaces. So
Oh, maybe if you get a chance to talk to him, you can get a. Yeah, it's so sad when that happens. Maybe you can get like a date
A date.
planned.
Boat.
possibly. Now that we have other dates kind of figured out, we could get a date planned.
Mimi,
Because
what
we're going
are
to launch
those
it at the
boats?
church we've been attending to first.
I don't know. Maybe you
And
can
then
go
we're
up
going to
there and see
invite the other churches to come to it.
It's 100.
And if they like it,
of
then the hope is we'll have a game
Hundreds of
event
boats.
night
Look,
at each
can I go
individual
by
church
this boat?
Ooh,
every week.
trombone. What?
What?
That's like the best turn
And you should end.
ever.
Because there's, yeah,
See, it's another
13
one
points.
right there.
Trombone's
my
been practicing.
Yeah, because you can totally practice.
You
at
can
this.
practice your way to perfection in this game.
I'm gonna put some oohs up on
Best
that.
turn ever.
Definitely. I don't think I've
Wah, wah,
ever.
wah.
I don't think I've ever seen a turn like that.
Ah. Roll all available dice. I'll take some cows. I'll have to go the long way. Take some chickens. And that's just it.
Yeah.
But I still
That's
have
still not
collected
bad.
something.
but- Oof. Man, that was...
Yesterday. What happened yesterday, Trombone? Like, I deserve this after everything that happened yesterday.
Well, we weren't there.
We weren't there.
So...
Had nothing to do with it.
I'm glad for that. I'm glad it wasn't our fault.
Right.
Oh my,
Michelle,
what?
are you gonna take...
Do I re-roll? I could just take it, but Trombone's pretty far ahead at this point. I'm gonna roll. No!
And you lost all... That's what happens when you take people.
Should have just left. I normally just leave.
What?
It's time to eat now, okay?
Are you kidding me? How can anyone roll that
Okay.
bad?
I'm still gonna play Minecraft.
No, you have to turn off. So
I know, but I am.
Oh, in Duchess, our house
Okay.
has insulation
Some.
and an air conditioner.
No, actually, it has quite a lot of insulation.
It's like 90% of the insulation we need.
Yeah.
And an air conditioner. It has some drywall. It has partial cabinets that
Adam
we have
made the
done.
most gorgeous countertop for our cabinets. It's coming together.
And all of it is like reclaimed wood that we took out of the house.
Oh dear. Well, I'm glad everyone's all right.
In turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, so like getting your first Uber wasn't necessarily like a fun event. It was
Oh, I see.
more necessary than fun. That's too bad. Yeah, we're making a lot of progress.
Not fun.
No, not fun at all. Oh my goodness. Duchess, you don't even have a single point
She's
yet.
just hanging out in Zero Land.
All right. I'm going to at least get a point. 2 points.
It was because I was stranded at a business for hours.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm like,
tried to go
I'm
on
going to
Trombone's
click,
turn.
and no, it's not even my turn. Okay. Worst game ever. There are just, I mean, the thing is, the game is very, very luck-based. You know?
It is.
You roll what you roll.
Right.
But, yeah, some of those are...
How unlucky can you get?
Yeah, exactly. At least you got to play with friends.
Turn.
Exactly. But it would be nice to get some points.
I like how Duchess is like, I am guaranteeing this. I was expecting you to. I was expecting you to roll like just death rays or just tanks next, like nothing point related. Like you know, it was a victory, but you got nothing.
Okay, come on, cow. Come on, let's get a cow. What? Oh, it wouldn't let me re-roll again? Oh, it's because I couldn't take anything.
Couldn't take anything.
Got it.
Yep.
Well, at least I'm up to 10.
Ended it. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, man.
This was just
You are
Trombone's
just rocking
game
it
tonight.
this game.
30
Oh,
points
that's
for
it?
Trombone. Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep. That
Wow,
was it.
good game.
I tell ya. I just realized that I've never
Man.
played with Duchess before. Like, it was because I thumbs up everybody I played with when we played, but
Okay.
I hadn't played with Duchess, and I think
You
it's
needed
because
that one. Well, good.
I think
I'm
it's
glad
because
you got it.
when me and Duchess ran like the youth group event, like we didn't play in the same
Together.
games and together. It's just we friended each other, but
Right.
that was it. That
Yeah.
was it. So
But you do play the other game.
what
What's
other
that?
game?
On the phone.
Oh yes, Duchess and I play together with Star Realms all the time, and Duchess is getting better at Star Realms. I tell you, I have to see if it's my turn. It just dinged. I bet it's my turn. So if you guys have the Star Realms app, it's a place that...
That was the first time you played a game with Duchess.
Nice.
Yeah, Duchess is great. We've met Duchess in real life.
In real life. I'm going to try a shout out. I think I have to do this. S-O, right? and then at Duchess? Is that how I do it? You guys will laugh at me if it didn't work. See, it didn't work. I did it wrong. I don't know what I did wrong.
Oh, you have Hero Realms app.
Okay, I screwed up. Don't know how to do it. Anyway, so commands.
I personally am not
I
a
might not
fan
have
of
it
Star
set
Realms,
up.
but
I
I
thought I had
like.
set
Is it called something different? It's like the Star Realms. And you can play it co-op, and you're going up against like
Frontiers.
Star Realms Frontiers. I like that one. I like doing it.
I might have turned off my commands. Streamlabs has been randomly turning my commands off. Okay.
Oh.
Because I haven't used it in like months. When we were live streaming on the cell phone, I could never access anything.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Stream Elements or another setup. We've been using Streamlabs OBS.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I haven't played around with like updating our site since we've been able to play.
We really kind of need to do some updates.
We do.
On like everything that we
Right.
have digitally.
Right. We're going to be updating our website from being
Yeah.
a homeschooling website to being a how to start a community event gaming's like website.
Yeah.
So, and eventually Michelle
You
will
could probably switch screens.
start a cooking channel.
We've been talking about it. We don't know when we're going
Right.
to start.
Because we've been helping out at the food bank and we've been discussing to like do a live stream on how to use like food bank food or just, you know, general food that you find there and
Yeah.
actually make healthy meals out of it. It's not as easy as it sounds.
Yeah. Well, like the thing is, so we have also been bringing home food from the food bank, and it helps to, well, it just helps the grocery budget anyway, but it also helps to see kind of what they're actually experiencing. So like one day I was like, oh, sweet, I'm bringing home some coconut milk today. And they're like, what do you even do with that? And I was like, oh, I
Right.
usually put it in tom kha soup. And they're like, what's that?
Oh.
Or like this month, I was like, oh, awesome. They've got, they have dry milk. And nobody knew what you would even use dry milk for.
Right.
Because, like, the only thing they could think of is, like, you reconstitute it and turn it back into regular milk. And I was like, oh, no, don't do that.
Right.
Please don't do that. I was like, but I do know of, like, we can make some various different things with it. Also, we came home with, like, 5 bags of grapes. And I was like, what are we going to do with all these grapes?
Yeah, like the Schmiegels just said, a lot of bread maker recipes use dry milk.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I usually end up putting it in either like if I make my own hot chocolate mix.
There, that was
or
hard.
if we make like our own little
We got on the boat.
quick packs of oatmeal. Those both use it. Or
Like
like soup mixes if it's like a dry soup mix. And then yeah, so with the grapes, if I can get to them before they go bad, which it's been a crazy week. So it may or may not happen. But if I can get to them before they go bad, we're going to try making grape jam with them. And it's going to be like a sugar-free grape jam. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But Adam was thinking that it would be good to share some of that stuff because there are a lot of times where people are like, I don't even know what to do with this.
Right.
And so then they'd have a resource for that. And he talked to some of the people at the food pantry, and they said that would probably be a really good idea. They'd like that. So now it's just a matter of getting our life kind of settled so that we can have the time to do it. But
And we've also reached out to our local food bank, and they're trying to create a way for us to be able to help people donate to them through our channel. So we're trying to get that set up too. So
yeah. And people could donate through both
both
channels.
Okay, and I'm going to take Trombone's suggestion. We're going to go raid Rainer Floors, and we'll see what they are like. But they're doing something with board games, so we will see.
Yeah, sounds good.
But anyway, you guys have a really great weekend. And then I just saw something like go past. We have a great weekend. We are going to see you guys hopefully back here Monday
For Azul.
for Azul. We're going to start our medium length games.
Yeah.
And with that, probably playing 2 rounds of Azul, maybe 3 if it goes by really quickly.
Yeah.
So join us here then and play some games with us. Until then, have a great weekend and the great rest of your week. I mean, I feel like I'm shooting really far forward on like Wednesday to be like, have a great weekend. I know you got 2 more days to go through, but
it's coming.
I won't see you till later.
Yep.
So, all right. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.